All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
The throw right sideline here is complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Easy.
The toss out to Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Heat these two. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? He's checking.
On the run, it's Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. 27 yards there, a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Set! 230. Check 55, Mike. Don't get nervous. Check 9, check 9.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Titans 0. Chris Boswell sets the kickoff.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, guys. Get the flag. 3 butt. Check. Off.
Throwing, Hundley. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got it. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mark 55. Mark 55. Okay, double up.
Now Hundley. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready? 10, touchdown. 49. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
A first down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready? 149. Know your job. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Deep.
Now on second and 13. Hundley lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. 49.
Henry out of the pistol. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Ready, go. 149.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check, check. Press it to 6. Bullet, pass.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Titans nothing.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
You don't know no better. Check, 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 check. Check the backer, check the backer. '49's the mic, 149.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. Back to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. 50.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Check three.
This is Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Black 20. Check 55 to right.
Hey, tank.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's what I do. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
2 minutes. 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 2 min
2nd and 6. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Bang, 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 bang. 164, wait. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, keep it.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
2nd and 1. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 65, 65.
They're going to look to throw. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here we go, D. Hey, just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
They'll run with Snell. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. No foul.
Now it's It's Roethlisberger. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 22-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got one. 49. Right, 49. Hey, pick your game up.
2nd and 4. Open man completes it to Butler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Let's go. Strong left. Check pass. Go. 49's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hundley, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. 49's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I go. 36, 36.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Here we go.
2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. They've got his man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
This is Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Trump. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 49, guys. Mike, 40.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the Steeler first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. He completes it to Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Double time. Hey, hold up. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Alert flare, alert. Let's go. Come on.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Butler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hundley now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing, Hundley. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard. Yeah,
but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hundley now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Who that?
Now Hundley. This is Butler making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 49. I'm on.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Coming to you.
2nd and 2. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Seth DeValve, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
All right, now, black 20. 51. Run.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 180. Drop deep. I'm here all day.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the out. Check. Hot route.
Now Snell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get the ball.
Roethlisberger will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ben to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Boswell for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
First Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
2nd and 6. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Got two. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, get on the weight room. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
2nd and 10. He completes it to Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
For a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hundley going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Running from the gun with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point try now for Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Titans 24, Steelers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He's back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A gain on the play. First down, Steelers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Take both of them. 6 guys.
Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.